Guys and gals, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. I'm going to be hitting a couple topics today. First, I'm going to talk about Joker Folie. Then I'm going to talk about the Venom 3 trailer that just released today. And also, I'm going to be talking about Salem's Lot, which is a film that is going to be premiering on Max. And yes, that is a remake of Salem's Lot from Stephen King. Let me read into this first article from World of Real. Deadline, Joker Folie now tracking at $70 million opening. Update, things are getting worse by the day for Joker Folie. Deadline is reporting that a $70 million opening is now expected for Folie. If these numbers turn out to be accurate, then the $70 million start would be $26 million less than Joker's opening of $96.2 million, and that is the first Joker, which released in theaters in 2019. It's all making me wonder if studios will now be thinking twice before debuting their pricey blockbusters at festivals like Cannes and Venice. And obviously, this is another article from Jordan Rumi. So he's kind of speaking his thoughts there. As far as this thing getting shown off at festivals, yes, the reviews came out very early. I want to say that typically you're not really getting reviews from major publications or critics until like a week before the movie comes out, sometimes even days before the film comes out. So it's just interesting that when it did premiere at that Venice festival, you had reviews flying out already. And on top of that, the reviews were not good. I think on Rotten Tomatoes, the film is sitting at about 60% fresh, which is not that good. Even I looked at reviews for the first Joker that came out in 2019, and I think that thing is sitting at like about 65 to 69%. So the reviews aren't that great for either film right now. I think it's having a big impact on how people perceive this film and if people are actually going to go spend their money to go watch it. I think they went in the wrong direction with this film. They could have really opened it up with Arthur Fleck's character, even though I'm not much of a fan of this Joker. I think the fact that this film is kind of being marketed as a musical is turning a lot of people off, to be honest. But let me read a little more. Some more bad news for Joker Folie. Today's latest numbers have the film's pre-sales currently well behind those of the Marvels and The Flash. Warner Brothers needs to steer this $200 million ship in the right direction before it's too late. Like I said, guys, we talked about the Joker before. Do I think this film is going to flop? I don't think this film is going to flop, but I also do not think it's going to make the amount of money that the first one did. I just don't think it's going to do it. This film cost $200 million. The budget has jumped up quite a bit. And like I say all of the time, guys, the bigger the budget, the harder it is to recoup your money and call the film a success. Now, like we saw, based off these ratings, the film could not be that good. But then again, the public are going to be the ones that are going to push this thing to success or failure. So I've seen critics rate movies bad and the public has liked the film. Like I said, the first Joker film, it was not rated that well by critics, and the film made $1 billion. This budget's $200 million. I think if the fans like this film, it could get to $700 or $800 million. If the fans don't like this film, I think if this film leans way too much in the musical aspect of things, this film could probably make $400 to $500 million, and Warner Brothers is going to lose money. Yes, they're going to get their production budget back, but once you fail to actually make, I guess, a decent profit on what you project based off the first film's success, that has a lot to do with what's going to happen on the back end, and that has a lot to do with how Warner Brothers is going to take this film as far as did it succeed or did it fail. So we just have to wait and see for that. The next topic I want to talk about is Venom: The Last Dance. The second trailer for that released today. I do think it is going to be the last and final trailer that we get before the movie releases. I believe the movie comes out next month, October. The specific date, I don't remember. I want to say it's like mid-October. Not 100% sure, though. I don't think I'm going to be watching this film. I actually didn't watch the second Venom film. I just really wasn't interested in it. I had problems with the casting. But the first Venom film was decent. It was a fun time. Nothing too serious. It had good balance to it. So as far as this Venom goes, I think it could do well. I think there's enough people that are interested in watching Venom. I like Venom as a character. I feel like the movies have kind of gotten off in a strange direction for me. But Overall, I think Tom Hardy does a good job as Venom. I do like this adaptation of Venom as far as a cinematic standpoint, just in the film that I saw. Like I said, I didn't see the second one. I'm probably not going to see the third one. The trailer was okay. Seems action-packed. Looks like it's going to be probably one of the more emotional Venom films, and it kind of looks like they're trying to wrap up the trilogy here. So I think this will be officially the last time you see Tom Hardy as Venom. It would have been cool to see him and Tom Holland appear on screen, some Venom versus Spider-Man action, but who knows? That may happen. It may never happen. We'll see. We'll have to see. We don't know what the future holds, but I will put the link of that trailer in the description for you guys who are interested. If you have seen Venom 2 and you're excited about Venom 3, please let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I've seen Venom 1, but that is the only Venom film that I did see, and I did like the film, but as far as the second one and this one, I'm not too interested in it. We'll see how it plays out. I think the film will do well. I think there's a lot of people, like I said, that are still interested in Venom and want to see this film, especially because it looks like they are going to be closing the book on Tom Hardy's Venom. The next trailer we had was Salem's Lot. Obviously, Salem's Lot is a remake. It's a Stephen King book. It's about vampires mostly. It's pretty cool. I thought the trailer was all right. I guess some people could say that they're kind of missing an opportunity by not putting it in theaters for October, November release date. It kind of fits that season, specifically because we're going into Halloween. I thought the trailer looked decent from a production standpoint. The tone was dark and some of the shots were cool. There was a lot of cool scenes that they showed within that trailer. I did hear some news about this film and when it was going to be releasing, and I saw some pictures, some set photos, which were cool, but obviously when you get a trailer, you get to see things in motion. So it was kind of cool to see that. I don't think it's very bad at all. I mean, if it comes out on Max, I don't think that's going to be a big deal, to be quite honest. I think they're looking at it from a standpoint of, are we going to make money putting this thing in theaters, or are we just going to have a better opportunity to get awareness on our app? So I think this is going to bring people to watch something on Max, almost like how Hulu would do an original film or a Netflix original movie. So it's kind of like that. I think the movie will be okay. I might check it out. Like I said, it fits that Halloween spirit, fall spirit, all that stuff. I'm going to have that link in the description as well. I want to know what you guys think about that. I want to know if you guys heard anything about that. But yeah, I like the tone of it. Looks like the production quality is pretty good on it. We'll see. We'll see. You know, when you get into these remakes of big films from the 70s, 80s, there's a bar that's set there, and so you're kind of trying to see if the new film can match up to that. And most of the times it doesn't match up, but sometimes, hey, sometimes it's still a pleasant surprise. So that's cool. But that's all I really got for this broadcast, guys. We talked about Joker, right? I want to know if you guys are going to see Joker. I want to know if you saw Joker 1 and if you're going to watch this Joker, even though it is a musical. I'm going to put the link in the description for Venom 3. Let me know what you think about Venom. And I'm going to put the link in the description for Salem's Lot, that trailer. Let me know if you're excited for any of these things that I talked about today. With that being said, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share with a friend, and be safe.